Good morning. My name is Ellen Song, and I'm currently an undergraduate student here at the University of Guelph. I would like to welcome you to the College of Physical and Engineering Science convocation ceremony this morning. The University of Guelph is honored by our graduates, and we take great pride in this convocation, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about the proceedings today. The ceremonials used for conferring degrees has evolved over a millennium, and the gowns and hoods represent that history. In general, the gowns for the baccalaureate and magisteriate degrees are black, and the color of the hood is different for each degree program. The doctorates at the University of Guelph have a bright blue gown, and the honorary degrees are an even brighter color. The University of Guelph crest that you can see on the curtains behind me and shown on the cover of the convocation program also represents our specific history. The emblems in the crest show links with the royal city of Guelph through the white stallion above, the connection to the liberal arts through the book, into the sciences through the astrolabe, and our connection to abundance in agriculture through the cornucopia. The University of Guelph motto, Rerum cognoscere causis, is a quote from Virgil. It is variously translated to be either happy is one who is able to ascertain the reason of things, or perhaps to know the meaning of things. The procession of people into the hall are also influenced by ancient tradition. The piper will herald the start of the procession of graduates, the students who are coming to graduate today. This will be followed by the arrival of the mace, leading the platform party. The mace is a symbol of authority of the university and will be carried by the beadle. In medieval universities, the beadle was chosen by the instructor to work as an assistant. Today, the beadle is the ceremonial officer of Senate. Following the beadle and mace is the chancellor, president, members of the administration and the honorees, fellows of the university, members of the board and senate, and members of faculty and staff. The degrees will be conferred in the order that you see in your program. The degrees are separated by categories representing the specific degree being awarded within the college. We will be doing the baccalaureate degrees today. The name reader will present scholars to the chancellor by degree category. As the name of each student is called, the beadle will place the hood over the recipient's shoulders. The moment will be videoed, and technology willing, there will be a simultaneous live cast of the event to allow family members and friends to watch from a distance. The chancellor will greet each student at center stage, and a photograph will be taken. We understand the joy and excitement accompanying such an auspicious occasion, but we ask that you hold your applause until after each group of graduates has crossed the stage. There will be opportunity for a truly thunderous applause. Once all the degrees are conferred and all the cheers are cheered, the chancellor will close the ceremony and a recessional will play. Please remain standing during the recessional until all the platform party has processed out of the hall. Our colleagues from Alumni Affairs are hosting a social media program developed especially for convocation. Please share your photos, memories, and advice with graduating students by joining us on social media and using the hashtag GuelphGrad. Finally, may I be the first person to congratulate the graduates on their various successes and offer my congratulations to the family and friends who are here to support them. Welcome to convocation at the University of Guelph.
and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is a time that you graduates who have journeyed to this place have anticipated for a long time. The successful completion of an academic course of study. And this needs to be marked and celebrated today, and it will be. But it's worth pausing for a moment as we begin to remember upon whose shoulders we stand, and the lives and work of others that have allowed us to be here today. Our First Nations. And today we acknowledge the Adirondack people on whose traditional territory the University of Guelph resides, and offer our respects to Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe and the Métis neighbors as we strengthen our relationships with them. And we pause for a moment now to give thanks for all who have helped us on this journey to bring us to this place and this time of celebration. For families who have walked with us, in many cases sacrificed for us. Friends, both new and old, who have supported us. Faculty who have taught and challenged us. The administration and support staff who are an essential part of making and keeping this institution running and working and beautiful. And we stand here today and we say, thank you. Thank you. And as you graduates go from this place today to your various vocations, also to take heart and be guided by the great wisdom traditions of humanity. Take with you the words of the prophet Micah, to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly on this good earth and in this life that we are blessed to live and blessed to share. Amen.
Please be seated. Members of the board, honorary fellows, and faculty of the university, families and friends of the graduands and graduands, welcome to the celebration of convocation at the University of Guelph. My name is Franco Vaccarino, and I have the honor of serving as president and vice chancellor of this great university. And I'm privileged today to welcome you all to convocation. I'd also like to extend a particular welcome to this morning's special award recipient, Matus Burasinski, who will be awarded the Governor General's Silver Academic Medal. He will be introduced to you formally during the ceremony. Now, as we begin today's convocation ceremony, let me offer a few congratulatory remarks. First off, graduates, this is your big day. You've worked hard, you've persevered, and you've made it. Well done and well deserved. And before we go on, graduates, there's a group of individuals here who I'm sure you would agree deserve your special attention, and they are those family members and friends who have supported you from the sidelines throughout your time at Guelph. So graduates, I would invite you, give you this opportunity to recognize all those family and friends. Now, in preparing this welcome, I reflected on the address I gave at the installation as President and Vice Chancellor just last fall. A central part of my message then was about how this university has prepared you, our graduates, for this very moment and for the years that will follow. So let me share with you some of my thoughts from that installation speech last fall. Now, I'm an optimist by nature, and in many ways, we are living through what might be remembered as one of the most exciting and important periods throughout history. The world is being marked by incredible advances in life sciences and physical sciences, in information and communications technology, and in the sheer volume of discovery and knowledge. And through all this change, advances in the social sciences, the arts, and humanities continue to test our belief systems. They challenge our constructs against new and evolving societal contexts. We're also seeing isolated disciplines and subject matter coming together in fresh and exciting ways. Music and computer technology, healthcare and robotic engineering, materials science and agriculture. More and more, those connections make knowledge more accessible and abundant. They also effectively shrink the gap between the generation of knowledge and the application of knowledge. In our fast-paced and interconnected world, the distance has narrowed between today and tomorrow. And that, graduates, presents challenges and it presents opportunities for you and for all of us. So what are the human attributes that will allow us to thrive in such dynamic times? Well, they include the ability as individuals and as a university for us to adapt and to readapt in a healthy way to uncertainty and to change. And by adaptation, I don't mean passive habituation. I'm referring to the act of very consciously and deliberately redefining ourselves based on what is going on around us. When faced with change, people adapt. Sometimes they adapt in healthy ways, and sometimes they adapt in less than healthy ways. The opportunity for you, our graduates, is to adapt to change in healthy ways, to take thoughtful analysis that will help you find the upside of uncertainty and change. This provides hope, provides inspiration, and it provides discovery. It's about taking uncertainty and change and turning into something special. Now, you've spent the past few years of your lives studying and learning here at the University of Guelph. And an important part of our mission as a university has been to provide our students, you, our graduates, with the tools to successfully adapt and navigate through the complexities and dynamics of modern society. We've tried to help instill an ability to adapt to and indeed to thrive in tomorrow's ever-changing world. This experience has prepared you for this new world. In your years here, you've had the opportunity to learn, to witness world-renowned breakthroughs, and to grow personally. And what you've learned goes beyond teaching subject matter strictly and towards the process of learning to learn, adaptation, creativity. As successful graduates, many of you will blend knowledge, mixing and matching from separate disciplines. Your years at Guelph have given you the creative and the analytical skills to apply that knowledge in innovative ways. So as you enter this exciting next stage of your lives, I encourage all of you to draw on all of your University of Guelph experiences as learners and as members of a very special community, and to bring the very best you have to offer to every experience. Embrace the opportunities that arrive. Look to create your own opportunities. Dare to dream and to reach out and reach for a higher sense of purpose. And find new and fresh ways to take what you have learned here to engage with and make a difference in your world. Thank you very much, and once again, congratulations.
The University of Guelph awards 2 silver medals from the Governor General each year to 2 graduating students with the highest cumulative average in any undergraduate degree program at this university. This year, one of the silver medal recipients is a graduate from the BSc program, Theoretical Physics, Matthew Buraczynski. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting to you the recipient of the Governor General's Silver Medal, Matthew Buraczynski. Matthew, congratulations. Now let me set this up. Matt's academic achievements are truly phenomenal. He is graduating with a cumulative average of 96.6%. We can round it to 97%. In the past 4 years, Matt earned a final grade of 100% in no fewer than 11 different courses and achieved a final grade of 95% or higher in 29 of 40 courses. That's actually pretty good. During his 4 years in theoretical physics program, Matt was recognized by the Department of Physics as one of the top undergraduates, has received numerous awards and scholarships, and has been a Dean Scholar and a Board of Governors Scholar every year of his enrollment here. Matt also received the prestigious Undergraduate Summer Research Assistant Award from the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council, NSERC, last year, which enabled him to gain valuable research experience within the Department of Physics in the field of theoretical nuclear physics. The quality of his work and his productivity were exceptional, leading to the presentation of his research findings as an undergraduate at the 2014 Canadian Undergraduate Physics Conference, as well as the 2015 Winter Nuclear and Particle Physics Conference in Mont-Tremblant, Quebec, and the annual national meeting for the Canadian Subatomic Physics Community. In addition to Matt's academic excellence, he has been an active member of the Physics Club and served as an ambassador of the university at a number of outreach events. In recognition, Matt has been inducted into the College of Physical and Engineering Science Society of Excellence and is the recipient of the CPES Graduation Prize for 2015. We are very happy to say that Matt will be continuing his studies at the graduate level here at Guelph in the fall, funded by a prestigious graduate scholarship from the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada. Mr. Chancellor, I am sure you will agree that Matt Buraczynski is an exemplary student and fully deserving of the Governor General's Silver Medal.
I am pleased now to invite Professor Herb Kuntz from the Department of Mathematics and Statistics to give the convocation address.
Dear graduates, parents, friends, and colleagues, it's a great honor to stand before you today to deliver this convocation address. I'm a math professor, and I've taught a reasonable number of the graduates at least one course. One way in which a professor gets to know his students is office hours, when students come by to ask questions about assignments, tests, lecture material. Many years ago now, I shifted my office hours from my actual office to a round table in the university center near Starbucks and the other food suppliers. Relatively early on, one special student nicknamed this round table the Circle of Herb, noting that rings of students gathered around it to work with each other and come and ask questions and so on. It was even called this in the university newspaper magazine. The shift from my office to this table reduced the effort required for students to come and see me for help. It made things more casual. It generated greater quality interactions between them and me, and it helped me solidify, both for me and for them, that each of my classes is a team effort involving me, the students, and my teaching assistant. It reinforced for me that the human part of teaching is of paramount importance. When students know that their teacher cares about them, about their educational experience and learning, and supports them, they respond with a virtuous desire and effort to learn. These days, the human part of teaching is somewhat under siege, in part because of the internet or the perceived impact of the internet. I was talking to a textbook editor just last week, and the higher-ups at his company are very concerned that content is ubiquitous, and they wonder whether they should even still publish books or instead just produce software for online courses. My daughter, in the same vein, my daughter in grade 11 in high school, it's been suggested to her that the primary way we learn is through Google and YouTube. I mentioned this to my students last semester, some of them are in the room, and one particular student responded to me that he learns by finding an expert at the topic in hand and asking that person to teach him. Sure enough, I expect that when I ask everybody to recall their most profound learning experience, every person in the room will identify a teacher who inspired them. So I hope that there are students in the audience who, like me, find it kind of cool and maybe a little special that having been there along the way in their academic careers, teaching them, urging them along, and supporting them, that now I'm standing here able to say a few words just before you cross this particular educational finish line. It really is an honor. Okay, I've got a confession. I've attended many convocation ceremonies, and I've seen a generally common format for the convocation address. It goes like this. An apparently esteemed old fart, sorry, I didn't mean to make you use that word. Here I'm using that in the colloquial term as a colloquial term of endearment, and of course as a gender neutral inclusive word. It's used to talk, he's asked to talk for, or she is asked to talk for 5 minutes, often takes 10, giving what is supposed to be sage advice, and maybe an attempt or two at a joke is slipped in. So I stand here now with 3 struggles. I have to say something sagely, I have to try to be a bit funny, and apparent esteeminess aside, I have to wrestle with whether I've really crossed the old fart line. I will try to focus on the first 2, okay? First things first. Graduands, congratulations. Through conversation with some of you, I know that your feelings range between the extremes. Oh no, it's over, to yes, it's over. The parents in the room are surely thinking, yes, it's over. But there is a feeling that all of you share, a sense of accomplishment. In order for that feeling to be deeply meaningful, the task that you've completed has to be significant and challenging. That's clearly true here. When you came to Guelph, the Canadian university participation rate was around 29%. So, you took on a task that less than 1/3 of your Canadian peers took on, and today, you and your friends and family are celebrating your success. Again, congratulations. You've earned it, and we're very proud of you. In your journey through life, I hope that you will continue to choose significant and challenging tasks that will bring you many more earned successes. Never stop learning. In the rare cases when you may fall short in a challenge, never lose sight of the fact that you have nonetheless learned even more. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, bad times have a scientific value. These are occasions a good learner would not miss. As your life proceeds, you will accumulate layers of learning, challenges, and earned successes, producing what I'm going to call a lasagna of accomplishment. My students will tell you that I frequently use food analogies in my lectures. So continuing with this food theme, you may know that MasterChef Canada filmed an episode this season at the University of Guelph campus. On this show, the aspiring Master Chefs face many culinary challenges, using their accumulated knowledge and experience along with helpful ingredients from the pantry. You're leaving here today with the knowledge and experience gained through your studies. These are the ingredients that your degree has provided you. I'm challenging you to choose additional ingredients from life's pantry in the years ahead as you develop your personal recipe. And trust me, great ingredients, along with dashes of heart and pinches of soul, will produce a lasagna of accomplishment that's going to be delicious, rewarding, and career-defining. There's something else all of you share. During your undergraduate student years, you've made friends, in many cases lifelong friends, with your classmates, some teaching assistants, maybe even a few professors. I believe this highlights the importance of positive human connections in our lives. I'm sure every parent in the room has heard many stories from their child about these connections, about people who have influenced their educational experience, hopefully always in a positive way. Parents, thank you for trusting us to teach and nurture your kids as they progress further to adulthood or to full adulthood. Indeed, the most meaningful things professors do are the things that involve students, teaching them and doing research with them. Bringing together all of these minds, all of these people, for vibrant, in-person interactions focused on teaching and learning, and I'm going to say the fun of teaching and learning, is the soul of the university. Those interactions produce lifelong connections and memories that we cherish. Graduates, I hope you will continue to build and maintain positive and lasting human connections in your lives, and that you will be a positive influence on others. To quote Maya Angelou, I've learned that people will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So boiling things down, let's see where I got. Keep learning, keep challenging yourself, keep earning success, keep making friends, and let's just say keep being good. I hope that this seems a little more like sagely advice than an episode of Oprah. All right, after your degrees are conferred, we will all face a common challenge as we try to leave the hall. Identify the path of exit you plan to follow. You have to travel, I'm a math guy, you have to travel a particular distance from your seat to the exit. In order to travel that distance, you'll first have to travel half the distance, leaving something still to go. Then you'll have to travel half of the remaining distance, still leaving something yet to go. Continuing with the process, we can all see that no matter how many times you travel half the remaining distance, there's always something left to go. Well, this being the case, I regret to inform you, we can't leave the hall. I wish I could cue some mathematical horror music. Bum, bum, bum. This challenge is a version of Zeno's paradox, devised by the Greek philosopher Zeno of Elea around 460 BC. I've told my first-year classes that this is the reason they can't go to the washroom during my lecture. Graduates, when the ceremony ends and you do leave the hall, be proud of your earned success. Hug, laugh with, and take pictures with the people with whom you share deep connections. And as you cross the threshold to the outside, get even more excited as you realize that you've just demonstrated the falsity of Zeno of Elea's conclusion. Any graduates or members of the audience might explain to me what is wrong with Zeno's argument, not just so that show that the conclusion doesn't hold. This final assignment is due by midnight tonight. You guys know my email. I want to close this address with a final congratulations to all the graduates and my best wishes to all of you for a happy and rewarding next stage of your lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Kuntz, for reminding, well, actually, you succeeded at the sage advice, so I'm going to tell you this, and also for reminding us of the important lesson of teaching, which is it's all about human contacts. It's about what you learn from them and about what they learn from you. So, thank you. Well, scholars, this is your moment. So will the graduating class please rise? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I hereby accept you for admission to your various and several degrees with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto.
Thank you. Will the graduating class now please be seated?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tony Vanelli. I'm the Dean of the College of Physical and Engineering Science, or as it's known in shorthand as CPAS. I want to extend, like the President and everyone here on stage, my personal congratulations to the students who are graduating today. There's 119 of you that we will reading out the names in 7 degree programs. We are indeed proud of each and every one of you. Also to the parents, family members, and friends, we also extend our congratulations to you to being so supportive for your children and making sure that you're a big part of their success today. On stage with me, I have faculty members and staff around here from the college. We have 5 departments: the Department of Physics, Department of Chemistry, the Department of Mathematics and Statistics, and 2 schools, the School of Computer Science and the School of Engineering. The faculty and staff, as well as co-op services and career services, are a big part of the success of the students that we're seeing today. Can we give an applause to everyone for being part of all of this? I also want to thank our 2 award winners in many ways here, Matt Brzezinski for the Governor General Medal, and Herb Kunz for the wonderful speech. I never thought I'd hear a fart on stage, but that's how it goes. He gave a wonderful speech, and now the Zeno's paradox is part of your degree requirement. You are required to provide a proof by later today. All right, so just to fill that in. I will be reading these names in 7 degrees. I will begin with the Bachelor of Arts Honors, Bachelor of Arts General. Stefan Kremer, the director of the School of Computer Science, will be joining me on stage to read the names of the Bachelor of Computing, Honors in General. And then I will finish off the Bachelor of Engineering and the largest group today, which is the Bachelor of Science, both Honors and General. So that's how we will be proceeding. Okay. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the College of Physical and Engineering Science, that she may be admitted to the Bachelor of Arts degree honors program. Carly Ann Bobak with distinction. Let us congratulate the recipient. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the College of Physical and Engineering Science, that he may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts General Program, Chad Richard Bresnik. Let us thank the recipient.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Physical and Engineering Science, that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Computing Honors Program. Hee-Sung An with distinction. Trevor Barron with distinction. Jacob Ray Barrick with distinction. Anuj Bhatia. Eric Norman Boyd. Nicholas Raymond Bruner. Patrick Michael Bryan. Justin Christopher Carvalho with distinction. Oliver Elijah Cook. Ian Alexander Dingle with distinction. Kirk Alexander Eaton. Matthew Christian Kapchine. Angela Stephanie Pang with distinction. Murray Howard Rush with distinction. Sarah Elizabeth Shepard with distinction. Jonathan Neil Snowden. Neil Santamour. Matthew Robert Stark. Samuel Nathan Wilkins. Ryan Christopher Wilson Perkin with distinction. Lawrence Chung Yui Wong. Stephanie Louise Worsfold with distinction. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Physical and Engineering Science that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Computing General Program. Yang Lu. Alexander Michael Pennels with distinction. Please join me in congratulating these graduates.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Physical and Engineering Science that they may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Engineering Honors Program. Andrew Anstey. Stephen Bacchus. Gurneet Singh Baugh. Diana Elizabeth Beatty, with distinction. By the way, you can scream and holler. Don't worry, we're not going to stop you. Matthew Calvin Beghin. Jesse Robert Brown. Christopher James Casey. Anidita Sumadadatta, with distinction. Justin Tyler Duval. Evan George Grieger. Mohammad Umar Farouk Khan. Shehzad Khan. Christopher Brentwood Lewis. Andrew Sinclair McClelland. Daniel Christopher Roderick Morant Rolston. Benjamin Marion Main Patinick. Samuel Robert Ron. Kunal Sood. Noah Summers. Mauro Trevisan. Brandon Peter Vermeer. Jacob Kennedy Wells, with distinction. Paul Warndall. Homayan Yosefi. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, join me in congratulating the students for the Bachelor of Engineering. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Physical and Engineering Science that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors Program. Carolyn Ruth Allen, with distinction. Paul Christopher Anderson, with distinction. Catherine Bélanger, with distinction. Madison Ashley Bell, with distinction. Ryan Richard Berthelot. Madison May Bocek. Bryson David Borland, with distinction. Rebecca Ashley Botin, with distinction. Amanda Laura Bowman. Matthew Borozinski, with distinction. Eric Andrew Kane. Courtney Carrière. Devita Muriel Charon. Adam Colaciti. Adam has some big fans. Zachary Timothy Curry. Alexander Dean. Brady Andrew Dortmans. Michael David Drury. Vincent Eugene Amon. Samantha Catherine Feast. Curtis Lloyd Ferenz. Aaron Flanagan. Brittany Jean Hazel. James Harrison Howard, with distinction. Ross William Kett. Megan Ann Lambie, with distinction. Mackenzie Bree Dorothea. Adrian Lee. Jessa Bejar Letargo, with distinction. Nicholas J. Lucci, with distinction. Caitlin McCallum, with distinction. Ainsley Ann McNamara, with distinction. Ayman Mehta. Dina Mistry. Kelly Marie Elizabeth Newman. Ala Ma Osman. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, join me in congratulating the BSc graduate honors from the University of Guelph. Oh, you forgot one? Oh, okay. I was a little bit presumptuous. Sorry. Connor James Paul Paddock, with distinction. Benjamin Peachy Higdon, with distinction. Sean Pepper, with distinction. Jeremy Jeffrey Perkins. Jason Luke Pierce. Neil Dominic Riddle. Congratulations. Liam Jeffrey Bach Rogers. Shreya Nirag Shah. Rojin Soajayi. Carly Singh Judge. Kathleen Songin. Rebecca Francis Sidor with distinction. Katrina Marie Tate with distinction. Jackie Tang. Angela Thistle. James Edward Thompson with distinction. Megan Sarah Timmons. Sharon Tran. Andy Sang. Laszlo Vizontai with distinction. Jessica Marie Wagner. Taylor Wilson. Michael S. Weiner. Richard Tam Xiang Yam. Michael Zahn with distinction. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, I finally got my alphabet right. Thank you, everyone, for receiving the BSc honors degree. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Physical and Engineering Science that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science General Program. Taylor Marie Lappin. Congratulations. John Jeffrey Reed. Matthew Alexander Robertson. Lindsay Marie Jean Smith. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, join me in congratulating the BSc General Program recipients. Can we all congratulate all the graduates today?
Mr. Chancellor, I would ask you to confer the various and several degrees on the graduates listed in the program but unable to be present at this ceremony.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees in absentia on the graduands not present.
Well, graduates, you did it. Well done and congratulations. Fantastic. Well, we're all very proud of your accomplishments here at the University of Guelph and are certainly interested to continue seeing how you use the foundations you've developed here as a student to support your future. We want to celebrate your achievements and successes and hope you will stay in touch. And remember that you're always welcome here. You're a student for a short time, but you're a Griffin forever. So keep that in mind. Following convocation, Dr. Tony Vanelli, our Dean of the College of Physical and Engineering Science, will host a reception for all graduates and their guests in Creelman Hall. And this really is an opportunity to congratulate the graduates and hope that many of you can attend that reception. Now, a little bit of housekeeping. Once you have taken all the photographs, graduates, please return your gowns and hoods to the tent outside. Every once in a while, people just keep going with their, so remember to return your gowns and hoods. Also, we host 21 convocation ceremonies this week, and waiting outside is the next group of families eager to see their graduates cross the stage. So if you'll please exit through the doors at the front of the hall, and I have to check, the front of the hall is this end, yes. So this is the front of the hall, out these two doors. And if you will please exit through those doors, we'll be able to prepare the hall for the next group. So thank you again for your cooperation. Again, congratulations to all of you. Well done. And the final word is from our Chancellor.
Convocation is dismissed.